Man, you must get all the ladies. Hello everyone, Mr. O here, and welcome back to a brand new video of Dead by Daylight. This has been a long time coming, and sorry for the delay, but as you know, things happened during the week. But anyway, Deathslinger, first game I ever played, post-com. First online match, alright, let's go. As you can tell, bypass me there. So, this is basically just me gonna be talking about my opinion about him, and what perks go well on him, and how his actual perks work, and just overall what's good and what's bad. So I'll start off with saying the guy's not good. I mean, if I had to give him a rank between S tier, which is the highest, and D tier being the lowest, I think he would be on the back end of C tier. I have a few reasons why, but first let's start with the positives. And here's a positive right now. Here's a positive right now. Even though that I wasn't able to hit her with the bayonet, and you know, because she put the pallet there, she still gets injured and she's got the mending effect. You're gonna have this a lot. There's gonna be a lot of scenarios where you're not gonna able to hit someone, but it's okay, because even that if the chain's going through a wall or something and you know that you're not going to be able to hit them, you're still gonna get the injured and the mending. So that's going good for him. That's going extremely well for him. The fact that you can do long shots and you can shoot people when they vault windows, and so you can take them down. He can end loops extremely quickly, depending if you can premeditate your shot and know exactly where they're going to go. You can end loops so much quicker than most killers. And another thing as well, if you melee a person first, melee them, and then they run away in their little animation, they get the little sprint burst thing, and you take a long shot, or you chase them only for a little bit and get a long shot at them, you can down a person very quickly with this guy, which I highly do recommend. Hit someone first and then shoot them after. So yeah, if you do strategize with him, he can work. And plus he does have a terror radius and the speed of a hag. So he's quiet with a 24-meter radius, but his speed's the same as the Huntress and Hag. So you know, you gotta keep that in mind, because he isn't the fastest boy. So why do I think so negative of him? Now, this is my first match with him. I have played him much more since this match. And like I said, he's fun, and like the devs, I always feel if a killer's fun to play as, the devs have done their job. However, that doesn't mean he's viable. I personally don't think he's viable, because at the end of the day, Huntress does what he does, but better. Huntress can do pretty much exactly the same thing as this dude, but better. And I know a lot of people are going to be like, well, you're just saying that because he's new and you haven't got a chance to get to know him. That may be true, but fun fact, I'm not very great with Huntress either. But I feel like there are some scenarios that I could do, like there are some scenarios in this, for example, or in other games that I've done, that I feel like the Huntress, I could have gotten down someone, or this, that and the other. I always had that kind of like little nagging in the back of my head when it came to this guy. And it's a shame as well, because he isn't add-on heavy either. He's not add-on heavy reliant. It's just the fact is that reloading and chasing, and it's so slow. This guy is so slow sometimes. Even with long range, it just feels so goddamn slow. It could be due to the fact that I'm in purple ranks at this time playing him, and I'm up against a lot of red ranks and purple ranks, and obviously they're not going to show you any mercy, but if you're gonna buy a killer, you want to play them online. You're not just gonna play them in Kill Your Friends, where people will be far more forgivable with you and just want to have fun and, you know, mix things up and experiment. And with online, you're gonna have to bring the best stuff in your arsenal to, you know, stand a chance. But from what I can comfortably say is that he's a lot of fun to play, but I don't think he's viable. And I think there's, like, in terms of long range killers, even if we get some in the future, it's gonna be hard to top Huntress. It's just gonna be really difficult. But he does have a few quirks in his favour, so I'll definitely give him that. I'll give you a point for that, Deathslinger, you sexy cowboy. 100% best perk on this killer is Mantra and Abuse. This perk is brilliant because it reduces his terror radius to 16 meters. That's insane. That is really good on him, considering that he can shoot from 18 meters away. And there are other add-ons that can help even more to reduce it. Nurse is Calling as well, since that can see injured people from far away. You know where they are, but they don't know where you are, so you can get a cheeky little pot shot on the injured person or the person healing them. So them two perks, if you can get them, I highly recommend to slot it on Deathslinger, effective immediately. Now, his 3 own teachable perks, I will tell you now, aren't what you call fantastic by any stretch of the imagination. But let's start off with Gearhead. After hitting a survivor 2 times with your basic attack, Gearhead activates for the maximum of 30 seconds. Each time a survivor completes a good skill check while repairing the generator, will be revealed by a yellow aura for as long as it is being repaired. So basically what this is saying is you have to hit two attacks on a survivor, and then it will tell you whenever a survivor is doing a gen if they do hit a skill check. Now, how random skill checks happen, and the fact that it's a good skill check, it's not a skill check, so if they hit a great one it won't count. This is there are so much better tracker perks, and 30 seconds isn't amazing, so Discordance is way better, and so far so forth. So I wouldn't recommend Gearhead personally. And then we've got Dead Man Switch, which I feel like is the little bit of the better perk here. You are obsessed with one survivor. After hooking the obsession, Dead Man Switch activates for 45 seconds max. While activated, any survivor that stops repairing a generator before it is fully repaired causes the entity to block the generator until Dead Man's Hand Switch effects end. So basically, if someone's hooked and you want to save your friend and you get off that generator, it'll be closed by the entity for 45 seconds. So that's pretty decent. So it's kind of like similar to Thrilling Tremors in terms of blocking. Only problem with this, it doesn't regress the generator. When the entity blocks it, it doesn't regress. So it's not like Puck Goes the Weasel, Overcharge, Ruin. They don't regress, or when you hit the generator. So I feel like this is all okay, but again, I think Thrilling Tremors might just be ultimately better. And Hex Retribution. Now, Hex Retribution is actually a pretty decent Hex perk. A Hex that lashes upon the destruction, those who cross will be punished. Any survivor who cleanses a dull totem will suffer the Oblivious effect for 45 seconds. So basically you have no idea where the killer is, because you won't hear him until you see him. And then if any Hex totem is cleansed, including this one, the auras of all survivors will be revealed for 10 seconds. That's a long ass time, and that's really good. So you could combo that with Haunted Grounds, or just make even like a Hex perk build, you know, with like Devour Hope, or even Thrill of the Hunt, or Hex Ruin examples. There's a lot of good combinations with these perks, with like the rest of them, but on their own with the Deathslinger, they're not great. So there you have it, guys. This is my first game as him. Sorry if it wasn't like epic, but this is truly my first ever online match with him. So what do you guys think of the Deathslinger? Let me know in the comment section below. And yeah, what do you think he's good? Do you think he's bad? Let me know in the comment section below. But don't forget to hit that like button because it helps out the channel immensely. Don't forget to share this out, and don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And let's just hope this Deathslinger gets improved later on in the works of this game. But yes, definitely comment down below, because I love comments that make me feel good inside. But until then guys, I've been Mr. O, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Toodles!